So like I'm outside right now and it's pretty sunny. I don't know, but I like my outfit. I think it's cute. This necklace is from H&M, by the way. Actually, no, it's not from H&M. It's from Windsor. Yeah, it's from Windsor. But yeah, it's kind of nice out here. I actually did my hair. I'm just trying to find like where I can sit my phone down because I don't want it to be like in front of my face because I don't like that. To me, I just don't sit right with that. This is my first video, but I don't care if it's horrible because at least I did something, because most people don't do anything, you know what I mean? Like, it's a choice to not do anything. I'm trying to sit down my camera because I don't know. Okay, wait. Okay, there we go. We have it. What I wanted to talk about today was that you don't need anybody but yourself, okay? Like, in my life, I've always felt like I needed someone else to feel important, feel needed, feel appreciated, feel loved, feel heard, feel seen. But in reality, I realized that you do not need anybody for that. For example, in my life, I was in elementary school, right? I didn't have much friends. I didn't have any friends at that. I only had, acquaintances, like people who would talk to me here and there. But I didn't really have friends. I don't know why. Probably because I was like a little bit antisocial, right? And it kind of caused me to like not really have any friends, not make friends, not talk, not really do anything. So for me, I always felt like I didn't deserve friends. I always felt like I didn't have friends because I just didn't deserve them at all. I don't know what it was, but I just felt like I wasn't worthy enough. So that resulted in me always sitting alone, always talking to nobody, always feeling like everybody just doesn't like me or whatever. And I realized the only reason why I felt like that was because I wasn't giving that to myself, right? And it showed too many times during elementary school. I got bullied like 3 times because of, my differences or whatnot. So I didn't have friends because, number one, I didn't allow myself to be social and actually go out and try to make friends and talk, right? And number two was because I really tried my hardest to fit in, right? And that was a problem for me. So I felt like I couldn't fit in because of the things I said earlier about me not being good enough, me not actually deserving friends, but that was not the point. The whole point was that I was not allowing myself to be open for that type of connection, right? Because number one, people that would talk to me either would, bully me, or I would either always get bullied or get talked about. So that really made me grow up with the self-image of not being good enough to even be around people, or I felt like I needed to actually have friends to be worthy. But that is not true, okay? You do not need friends to be worthy. You do not need people to tell you that you're amazing to be amazing, or feel amazing, or see yourself as amazing. You can be amazing just because you said you're amazing, okay? I didn't understand that because I didn't really have a good relationship with myself, okay? I was depressed, I was lonely, I was insecure, and I didn't have a good self-image of myself at all because of the things that I went through, and also because of the way that I envisioned myself as, right? And it kind of caused me to have this distortion of identity, and it didn't make me feel like I was being myself. And to this day, I kind of still feel like I'm still discovering who I am. But the whole point is that you do not need people's opinions. You do not need people's validation to feel worthy, to be worthy of any type of connection with anybody or any type of relationship with anybody. Because let me say this, the only reason why you don't have friends, or people are picking on you, or people are saying that you're like weird or crazy or just, a whole bunch of other things, is because you are not meant to fit in. These people are not for you, okay? The people that are for you are not going to make fun of you, are not going to make you feel less than yourself, are not going to make you feel like you're not worthy of being in the room that you're in, and they're not going to make you feel like you can't be yourself, okay? Because let me tell you this, if someone is making you feel like you can't be yourself, or someone is telling you things that make you feel bad about yourself, those are not the people you should be around, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that you do not need people to feel worthy, you do not need people to feel a sense of belonging, is because the only way you'll actually feel that and actually believe that is if you believe that about yourself and treat yourself that way. That's the only way you will ever feel valued. The only way you'll ever feel appreciated, worthy of attention, worthy of love, worthy of connection, worthy of anything in life, is if you believe that about yourself. And the way to do that is to basically come to a conclusion and understand yourself, how you see yourself, basically. How you see yourself is how people will see you. And the way to figure out how you see yourself is to recognize the feelings that you have when people treat you the way that they treat you, right? For example, if someone calls you a name or someone says something that you don't like, notice how that makes you feel, right? If it makes you feel bad, if it makes you feel like you're not worthy, or it makes you doubt yourself, that is exactly what you should either write down in a journal or just sit with yourself with and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Because most of the time, we feel the way that we feel, not because we deserve to feel that way, but because our body and our mind and our energy is showing us like what we need to work on and what doesn't sit right with us. And sometimes people just don't recognize that. People just don't ask themselves questions to understand like what is going on within them. They always focus on other people, they always focus on other opinions, blah blah blah, like what this person said, what that person said, what this person said about me, what this person thinks about me. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what people think about you, because at the end of the day, we are all going to die. We are all going to die, and it's just going to be you or someone else next to your deathbed, right? But it's really going to be you, right, on your deathbed, and you're either going to sit there and be like, I lived a life of amazingness and I fulfilled my purpose, or you're gonna lay down in that bed and be like, oh my goodness, like I did absolutely nothing. I let people walk all over me. I let people define who I am. I let people talk about me. I let people talk about me and actually care about what they have to say. You are your own worst critic, okay? You are your own worst critic, and you only get to allow what you allow into your life because you let yourself, right? If you let people bully, if you let people talk mess about you, if you let other people's opinions define who you are, then you're just living for other people. And when you live for other people, you lose yourself, okay? You lose yourself. I've lost myself so many times. In elementary school, I lost myself. Middle school, I lost myself, right? In freaking high school, I even lost myself because I was focused on men. I was focused on boys. I was focused on women talking about me. I was focused on these little muscular things that had nothing to do with my purpose, had nothing to do with my evolution, had nothing to do with me. Because let me tell you, if someone's talking about you, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. Because like I said before, the way people treat you is the way that they treat themselves. Basically meaning that the way that people treat you, right, is how they see themselves. What you let people do to you, right, is what they'll continue doing. And what you do to yourself, how you treat yourself, is how other people will treat you. That's a summative of what I said before. But literally, like, if you let people walk all over you, if you let people talk stuff about you and you actually like care about it and you internalize it so much that you start questioning your own worth, that is a sign that those people are not meant for you. That is a sign that you should walk away, okay? Walk away. Do not even think about these people, because they do not deserve your energy. They do not deserve your attention. They do not deserve you. You deserve you. You deserve your attention. You deserve your confidence. You deserve everything that you've ever given yourself, right? And in a different sense, right? If you're giving yourself negativity, if you're giving yourself shame, guilt, all these different things, you've given yourself these things for a reason, because you believe that you deserve these things, but that's not true, okay? I'm gonna tell you this right now. That is not true. The only reason why people are continuing to treat you the way that they're continuing to treat you, and actually you're treating yourself the way that you're treating yourself, is because you're letting it happen, okay? The way to not let it happen is to stand up for yourself, to say that you don't like that, and be okay with it. And if someone has a problem with it, leave them. Because it was never about you. It was never about you. It was about them. If they're bullying you, if they're saying mean things about you, if they're treating you with disrespect, that has nothing to do with you. That has everything, every single little thing to do with them. They're insecure, okay? These people are insecure and they have no life, okay? You have a life. They saw something in you that you didn't see in yourself, and that's exactly why these people are trying to put you down. That's exactly why these people are saying these things about you. It's not because you're not worthy of love. It's not because you're not worthy of attention. It's not because you're not worthy of the things that you want in life. It's because these people don't believe that they're worthy of it themselves. Okay? They believe they don't deserve it. They believe that they can't do this in life. That's why they want to put other people down, because they see something in you that you didn't see yet in yourself. And I'm asking you to please see the beauty in yourself. See that you are worthy. See that you do not need people. You do not need other people's opinions. You do not need other people's validation to be worthy, to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, to be worthy of the things you want in life. Just existing is enough. I need you to remember that. Just existing on this earth is enough for you to deserve what you want in life. Just existing, especially if you're a woman. If you are a woman, you deserve every single little thing that you want in life. You deserve the things that you want in life. You deserve the money, you deserve the fame, you deserve the power, you deserve every single little thing that you want in life, just because you exist, okay? And let me say this, women are powerful, okay? We are powerful beings. We are powerful beings. We are the most connected thing to God, okay? Because we literally create human beings, right? We literally have so much potential, right? And it's mostly women that are being hated on, right? But I'm saying this from my heart, right? Do not let anybody tell you that you are less than. Do not let anybody tell you that you are not worthy of something, okay? Even if you're a guy watching, right? It does not matter. You are worthy of what you want in life. It does not matter who you were yesterday. It does not matter who you were 5 years ago. It doesn't matter what this person said to you 10 years ago about how you're stupid or blah, 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 blah. You're a mean person because you did this. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is who you choose to be today. That's the only thing that matters, because we focus too much on the past, we focus too much on the future, to the point where we forget ourselves and who we are in the present moment. And that is exactly what is going to get you to your goals, is by focusing on right now and who you are being right now. It does not matter about who you were yesterday. It does not matter about the things you want to achieve in the future. What are you doing now? What are you doing now to prove to yourself that you are worthy, that you're worthy of respect, that you're worthy of attention? Give yourself attention, give yourself respect, give yourself the things that you've always needed in your whole life that you can't, like, you feel like you can't get from other people. Because let's be honest, no one is obligated to validate you. No one is obligated to save you. No one is obligated to freaking make you feel like the whole thing on this earth, right? You are meant to do that for yourself, okay? You are meant to do that for yourself. Nobody else is obligated to do that for you. And I need you to understand, like, you do not need people to feel special. You do not need people to feel worthy. You do not need people to feel like you can do something in life, right? The only person that you need is yourself. You don't need people to feel appreciated. You don't need people to feel amazing. You don't need people to feel like you're worthy to be on this earth. Because I know a lot of people go through traumatizing events. I've been through a lot, and I'm still standing. You can too. I'm nobody special. I'm just a normal girl with, like, big dreams, right? I'm a normal person. We all have the same potential, right? I came from an amazing life, right? But I also went through things that weren't so good, but I came out of it alive. I came out of it better than ever. Clearly you can see that. I had no friends. I was bullied, okay? I was bullied a lot, but I'm still standing. I never smoked. I never vaped. I never drunk in anything. I'm 17 years old. I've never really tried to hurt myself, right? I came out of it alive, okay? You do not have to hurt yourself. You do not have to use substances to feel something, okay? You don't need people. In general, you don't need anything materialistic to feel worthy. You don't need anything materialistic to feel special. You don't need anything materialistic to feel fulfilled in life. Okay? You only need yourself. And you need God, honestly. God helped me the most, okay? You need to be the person that you were always meant to be, and the only way to figure that out is to literally ignore the noise and focus on you. That's the only way you will ever find yourself. Because speaking to too many people, doing too many things, abusing things, like, you know, talking about other people, projecting negative energy back to people who projected negativity at you is not the way to do it. It just makes things worse, and it makes you dim yourself for other people. If you're up here, right, and you believe yourself to be confident or whatever, and someone is down here and saying, you're not confident, you're stupid, you're weird, you're not all of that, and they try to pull you back down, do not let them do that. Because the only way that you'll ever go back down to their level when they try to do that is if you comment something rude back, or try to match the energy or whatever. A lot of people say, oh, match their energy. You are too amazing for that, okay? You are too amazing to curse back at them if they curse at you. You're too amazing to go around and be violent in the world, in society, right? You're too good for that. What are you doing that for? You are too good. If someone has to do that to you, if someone has to say something negative to you, or say that you're this or that, that is proof that you are doing well. Keep going. Make these people mad just by being your best self. Make these people mad just by achieving the things that you want to achieve in life. Make them so mad that they start hating themselves for treating you like that, right? Not hating themselves in a bad way, but hating themselves to the point where they believe that they can do better than that, right? Because if someone can do so much things to you and it not affect you, and they realize that, not only will they stop doing it because you're not giving them any energy back, they will feel stupid, because it is stupid. Number one, why are you talking about people? Why are you making other people feel bad? Just because you feel like you have a bad life does not mean that other people deserve to have that projected onto them, okay? Nobody deserves that at all. So just keep it to yourself, okay? People are treating you bad, just don't. Tell them that you don't like it, and if they don't listen, then just leave. Because you are too good for that. You are too special for that. You are too amazing for that. Your mind is too amazing for that, right? Our minds are so powerful that we can literally convince ourselves to not be bothered by stupid people like that, by stupid comments, by stupid criticism, right? We can convince ourselves that it is possible to become the person that we've always wanted to be, even if we didn't come from the best childhood, even if we didn't come from the best, environment or people, or we were treated horribly. We do not have to go into depression, because that's what they want. They want you to feel like that. They want you to feel less than, because that's how they feel about themselves. You get what I mean? Everyone is a projection of you, okay? If you allow people to treat you that way, that's probably how you feel about yourself internally, and there is something you have to work on. It's okay. Let me tell you, you don't need other people to feel whole and complete. You just need yourself, God, and you need to detach from your ego and just be like, you know what? I am amazing. I am worth it. I do not associate myself with physical achievements, people's comments and opinions about me, because that's not who I see myself as. I do not see myself as all of these external things. I see myself how I see myself internally, okay? Because that's all that matters. It does not matter about what you achieved in life, right? What you did in the past, right? Great to really recognize your achievements, but that's not the whole thing you should focus on. Who were you in that moment that got you there? Right? That's all that matters. Who were you in that moment that got you there? The only reason why people can keep things that are special or amazing in life is because they identified as the person that deserved it, identified as the person that actually believed that they can do it, and didn't give a crap about what people thought about their ideas or opinions about life, right? Because in reality, if you care too much about people, you practically don't care much enough about yourself. What I'm going to end this video with is understand that the only way that you'll ever feel confident, feel whole and complete, feel amazing, feel like you can do absolutely anything in this world is to allow yourself be okay with not being liked, okay? Be okay with other people not agreeing with you. Being okay with restarting sometimes, because it's okay to restart. It's not a shame. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. What you should be ashamed of is staying the same person today that you know you don't like, and you know that will not get you to where you want to be in life. So I hope that helped you with something, right? This is my first video. I probably will have a different hair color the next video I make, because I'm gonna dye my hair. But yeah, this is the color that I'm gonna dye it, by the way. I think it's really pretty, and I also think it would suit my skin tone, like my undertone kind of. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this, and I will see you in my next video whenever I make it, because I really don't know. But yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, and yeah, bye bye.